Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Chomp Gaming. I know, right? Long time no see. Today I'm going to be giving you an Everybody's Gone to Rapture guide, and this is midway in the video, just so I could do an introduction. So anyway, let's get on to the first collectible. Now these are radios. There's 25 of these in the game, and you can't interact with anything else other than the radios while you're doing the playthrough. Obviously you can interact with doors, you can open up doors. So this is the first one. You simply go up to the red radios and press X. Now there are silver radios, and you don't want to go near those because they will negate your trophy and you won't be able to get your trophy. I learned this the hard way, as 2 times my trophy was I negated my trophy by interacting with things in the environment. And if you hear conversation in the background, that's fine. Though if the cutscene type things are triggered by themselves, you're fine. You're 100% fine. But if you have to shake your controller a bit and you do that by accident, that's not very good, and your trophy will be negated. And at the start, there's one of those cutscenes you have to interact with. Don't. You can simply go up to the door and press X, or sorry, the gate. Some people think it won't open without the interaction, but yes, it will open if you just go up to it and press X, so you can totally avoid that. On my second playthrough, I was almost halfway through. I went up, I was exploring randomly, and I didn't have the intention of interacting with anything in the environment, and I accidentally interacted with something because I was holding my controller in a slouch position, and it wasn't great. Okay, I skipped through here because I don't want to show you walking through the entire field, because that would waste a bit of time. Oh, so I haven't been commenting on the surroundings in the video and where you need to go, because in the first few collectibles all you have to do is follow the main path, and you'll just go, if you go slightly off that path, you'll find most of the radios. So in here, in the caravan, we have one. And off here, there's the pub, the back of the pub, and you just want to go in between these 2 houses. Once you see the blue house, you're in business, because I don't believe there are any other blue houses in this part of the village. And just go back, and there's a garden shed with a radio, and there's a lot of people listening to the radio while doing their gardening, because there's about 3 of them in sheds. I don't know, I think 2 or 3 anyway. Yep, and I was struggling to find it here, but lo and behold, I got it, and there you go. So the next one, number 8, is the first one out of the main village area. It's in that house I just showed you. It's off the main path. There's a tree house in the front garden. You simply go up the tree house, and there you go. And that cutscene was triggered automatically. Now, over this bridge, still on the main pathway, is a bus stop. And you go up to the bus stop, and on the bench will be a radio. This is number 10. And this is an area off the main path. Most of it's off the main path. In the garden on the left.
There's something in the
on the cinder blocks. There you go.
I can feel it reaching out to me.
And here's Stephen's house. You'll know it when you see it because it has got dialogue that plays automatically. Now this radio, you don't have to press X on it. It plays automatically. Because people were listening to the radio, I think, in the cutscene, and this is one of the automatically triggered cutscenes. Sorry. So here we go. Up the stairs we go. And into the right, and see that door that's kind of open. Any door that's like that means you can open it. Most closed doors don't open, I believe. Okay, now we're in the more rural area of the village, and we need to just go down the main path, and into the left there's your first field that you can interact with, and behind me, on that little chair, is a radio. Now you'll meet a distinctive white cottage. You just want to go in the main door. I believe you can go around the side as well, but I just went through the house, and you go into the garden. And it was another case of me looking around for it, but it's in the shed here. You'll see now. So there you go, in the shed in the back garden. See, more garden sheds with radios. They weren't very creative where they hid the radios, but I won't critique them on that, because this is a very good game. I do recommend you go out and buy it. It's €16 now with if you have PS Plus. It's €20, I believe, if you don't. at the moment. So you want to go down this path. There's a field. You can just go straight through the field, and I didn't show you all that. You just go to the end of the field, and there is a little picnic, a lovely little picnic, and everyone's disappearing, so it's not very nice. And this is back at the cottage, and there's a slat house, that's a farming term, near the cottage. So you just want to go up this ladder, and there will be a radio. It's very interesting, this game, the story arc and piecing together how everything happened. So you're going to follow the windmill, and you're going to be able to go up this thing. I struggled, I really did for a minute, but you can just walk up that bit, you don't have to jump. Okay, so once you go through this field, you'll come to a car, or sorry, a van rather, and this is down the main pathway now. This is the next area, the caravan park area, and as you come in, there will be a radio. And now this is one of the caravan areas. It's very hard to discern what caravan areas are different, because they all look the same, to be honest, and there's no map or anything you can go by. And this cut out the end of the clip, but if you into your left will be a radio. And this may look like the same clip again, but it's I can assure you it's not. Like, in the caravan area, a lot of radios were hidden, or some radios were hidden in caravans, just to the left as you go in the door. Nothing too difficult about them. Like, you might be lost for a little bit, but you'll be able to get to most of them easily enough. But can't stress enough, don't interact with things that aren't doors or radios, because and if it's a silver radio, like I said before, do not interact with it. I learned the hard way about interacting with things. Okay, this is down the main path again. You're going to see the house up for sale. And just to the right of that is a bus stop, another bus stop with another radio. And here we are up on the train tracks that you could see earlier on in the game, but you don't go to them now because you want to do it all in a nice streamlined thing. So yeah, it's there. And then there's a radio here on the at the end of the tracks, and this is the 24th radio. It's just in here by the petrol station.
This is Catherine.
And guys, I am very sorry, I forgot to record the 25th one, and I would have to replay the game entirely again just to show you the location of that, but it's more or less around the corner from the 24th one. Again guys, I'm very sorry about that, but it's just the way things worked out. And when I did click the 25th one, I didn't get the trophy anyway, because this is clips from my second playthrough. So I hope you enjoyed the video guys, and it'd be great if you could give this video a like and subscribe to my channel.